Okay, chosen ones, there is a major difference between constructive criticism, and gaslight. So let's talk about all three, because what happens is within your family, they will most likely give you criticism, they will gaslight you, but they will disguise it as constructive criticism. And this is why you probably have had confusion, or they try to put you down and make you feel bad and make you think differently of yourself. Let me tell you what's going on. So constructive criticism is basically things that are meant to help you. It's things that you actually know that you are doing wrong. For example, if you are cooking a meal for your family and you cook the meal, it's really good, but you don't clean up the kitchen afterwards, you kind of just go on back off to bed. And your parent comes in the next morning and says, hey, you know what? I think it's a really good thing that you're cooking for the family and helping us out so we don't have to buy fast food, but it would just help that you would just clean up after yourself, clean up your mess. That's constructive criticism. That's something to tell you that you know you're doing wrong, because you know you went to bed without cleaning that kitchen. You know you're doing it wrong, and that's for them to help you correct your mistake. That's constructive criticism, which you seldom get from your toxic family. What you more likely get is criticism. Criticism is just downright disrespect. You know, they could not agree with what you wear and they will call you, well, it's stupid, it's ugly, or it's weird. You know, that's disrespectful. And then what can happen is that if you defend yourself or you stand up for yourself because they're disrespecting you and they're insulting you, then they want to get mad at you and say, well, stop being so thin-skinned. Once again, they're gaslighting you and trying to, when people say you're being too sensitive, that's them trying to condone their abuse to you. They call you sensitive to justify abusing you. That's what that is. So, and what can happen is that you're not trying to take on that type of criticism on yourself, because you're like, listen, you don't necessarily have to agree with what I do, but you don't have to voice your opinions to me, and you do not have to give me that poison. Keep those opinions to yourself, because I would not do that to you. That's how you feel, chosen one. Also, gaslighting. These people will basically make up false accusations about you, jump to conclusions, and bring it to you as if it's true. And then when you're telling them, no, this isn't true, that I don't concur, then at that point they're saying, well, you don't like to be told about yourself. Once again, that's gaslighting. It's like correction. I am aware of myself and all of my abilities and everything that goes on, and I will not allow you to try to define my character and what I do. See, the problem is, in the past, they used to say things to you and you used to digest it. You used to absorb that poison. You used to believe it. And in the past, they used to be able to manipulate you. But now, because you're so grounded, they can't do that. They can't manipulate you, and they get mad because you don't want to absorb their poison.